Let me tell you, stocks was doing good. The mentorship was doing good. Everything was going
Man,
and I said, so I was at a point where I was ready to start diversifying, adding streams of income and all of that. So my next, I got source of income was Airbnb. I was excited. So let's try it. So I was able to get one property, did well. I said, let's scale it. I got five. I got five, Joseph. And long story short, I had it for 5 months, and the regulation changed in my county, banned Airbnb, and I was left with five properties. Had to pay the rent, had to
oh,
pay the debt associated, the furniture, and my Airbnbs was over the top. It was like what they call it, themed. So it was like I spent a lot of money. And once it was shut down, literally all of them in one day, I was like left paying back all this debt, like thousands of dollars a month. And so I was at a point where money was coming in, but money was going out real fast. And I
yeah.
remember I made 300,000 like in May of last year. And I was just looking at my bank like, where my
$300,000 a month? I'm sorry, you said $300 in May?
300,000? Yeah, from mentorship, stocks, business, and my Airbnb. So it was like all together in
I
profit.
love how you glossed over that. Yeah, I just did $300,000 in a month. Just usual stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it was like money was coming in from like my different streams, but it was going out so fast. My expenses, my living expenses, my own debts, and then business debt and rent payments. It was so crazy. It was just I felt like living pay was like at a certain level. It still felt like I was living paycheck to paycheck. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So around, let's say November was when I feel like it was probably like a dark month for me. I was just like, you know what? You know what? I give up. I was just so tired. I was like, so the thing was, I was like so afraid of like missed payments on my credit or missed rent, so terrified. So I was like just throwing money, trying to chunk down debts, just freaking out. So I gave up. I said, whatever, I don't care no more. I didn't want to talk to no one. It was like a little depression. Didn't want to talk to anyone. It was just bad. During that down month, November, I was like, all right. I remember my mom had called and she was like, how about you jump back into tech? Maybe you can do like something from home and all of this. And I was like, just my experience, past experience working in tech and like commuting into the office and literally being on my deathbed, I was like, nah, tech was the word I did not want to hear. I don't want to hear it. She's like, you can work remote. I didn't want to hear it. And then literally, randomly out of nowhere, I see AO, Anthony O'Neill, and Cyrus. Literally, right when I said, I don't care no more, giving up. I came across the video and I was like, wow, tech sales from home? Huh? I said, okay, let me just dive into it. Let me just see. After looking at the video and everything, the podcast, I decided to sign up literally my little $100. I had so much debt and like rent and stuff. Everything was allocated already. So I was like, all right, I got $100 to myself, to my name. I said, Mom, I was like, I need a discount. We found one. So I just spent my last 100, literally my last 100. And I was like, all right, we're going to make a shake. So I started.
When mom helped you out with that, you said $100 plus your mom helping you out?
Yeah, so my mom had talked about like tech sales before, but I didn't want to hear it. But she was like, she had information on tech sales. I didn't know that she actually looked at the podcast too. I completely zoned her out. I didn't care what she had to say. I didn't care. Then I happened to come across it, but she was like, there's a discount code. Just take the discount and apply it. So I did that. And then I started Course Careers.